Hey, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing fine. So in today's video, we're doing this really cute cartoon style watercolor painting. So let's begin. So here I have a rough sketch of my landscape using pencil. I didn't show you the clip because it's too light to see for the eyes. But what you can do instead is, while I draw over this with ink, you can do this with the pencil instead and then draw over your pencil sketch with ink after you do that, okay? So now I'm going to start sketching over the pencil with ink. So right now I'm using a Micron pen of size 2, but you can also use any kind of sketch pen with a thin tip for this. So this is my first time trying this style of watercolors, and to be honest, I'm kind of mad at myself for not trying this before because it's so much fun and easy to do. You don't think about like which color goes where or how to control the water flow and things like that, because you have a clear sketch and all you do is color each shape in like you do for a coloring book. So this is perfect for kids or anyone who has not much experience in watercolors. So make sure you try this out. So we're almost done with the sketch. Now let's start painting. So to start, apply a layer of water to those places where the sky should be, and make sure the water doesn't touch the trees, because you want the blue color of the sky to go around the trees and not inside. So only apply the water to those areas where you want the blue of the sky to go. Now we're applying cobalt blue to the places where the water has been applied to, and you want it darker at the top and it has to be lighter towards the bottom. So to do that, what you can do is First you apply the cobalt blue to just the top of the paper, and then you can pick up some more water, or you can wipe the brush on a tissue paper and then blend the blue down. So we are filling in some parts in between the trees using the cobalt blue. So I'm adding some more cobalt blue to the top to make it more bright. Next up, we're going to paint the river. So for that, we're going to mix Prussian blue and sap green together. Because rivers and lakes usually have a natural green tint to them. They're not perfectly blue like swimming pools. So that's why we're adding the sap green. So go around the circular kind of shapes that we drew on the lake. They are the light reflections on the lake, so you have to go over them and not inside. Okay. So to darken some areas, we're going to mix sap green with black, and then we're going to darken certain parts around the circular discs we did. Now I'm adding some more Prussian blue to brighten some parts of the lake. And then we're going to add some more black to the mix to again darken some parts. Now we're going to take a little bit of Prussian blue and add it to the light reflections on the lake, just so it's not perfectly white. Now we're going to paint the rock. So for that, we mix red and Prussian blue together. Crimson and Prussian blue together to create a purple shade. And towards the top, we're going to add some sap green and blend both of them together. Now for the house, we're going to use the exact same purple, blend Prussian blue and crimson, and then add it to the part of the house with the window. For the other side of the house, we're going to add some more black to darken the purple, and then add it to the other side of the house. Now for the second rock, the tiny rock, we're going to mix Prussian blue and black together, and we're going to add that. So for the big rock, we're going to use the same purple but with more Prussian blue and more black, so just so it's really dark, and we're going to add that. Again, the same purple without the black, and then add it to the rocks. You can use any colors you like because it's your painting, it's your choice, and there's not much confusion here because everything is sketched out and planned properly. So you can use any color you like. This is just my choice. So for the roof of the house, we're going to mix Prussian blue, sap green, and a little bit of black, and then we're going to add that to the roof. Now for the tree, we're going to use sap green and black mixed together for some parts. So right now I'm mixing some sap green with yellow ochre and a little bit of black for some other parts of the tree. What we're doing right now is we're playing around with yellow ochre, sap green and black to create different shades, and we're adding that to different parts of the tree. You don't have to do the same thing. I just It's just your personal choice. But I think the tree looks better when it has different shades rather than just having a single shade on the tree. So at this point, the lake was looking a little bit flat to me, so I decided to add some more Prussian blue and sap green. The thing about watercolors is when you apply it, you think that it'll be enough and bright enough, but when it dries, it loses some of its brightness, and yeah, it's just not enough. So make sure you account for that and then do your painting. So we're mixing some yellow ochre and sap green for the bushes. Yes, it's a bush and not a rock. It looks like a rock, I know, but it's a bush, okay? So mix sap green and ochre for that. We're also going over the pine trees with the same color, but with a little bit more ochre. So right now we're mixing sap green, Prussian blue, and black for the pine trees. We're not going to add that to the entire shape, just to one side of the pine tree, just so it looks a little bit three-dimensional. Even though this is a cartoon style painting, we still have to account for the highlights and shadows to make it look more alive and not flat. So right now we're mixing Prussian blue and sap green to paint triangles behind our pine trees to make it look like there are more pine trees at a distance behind the already drawn pine trees. Get it? Like it creates an instant depth in the painting. So we add some more black to the Prussian blue sap green mixture to draw lines on our bushes to make it look like an actual bush and not a rock. Again, the same sap green, Prussian blue and black mixture for the pine tree beside the house and the bushes. So right now we're mixing brown, ivory black and Prussian blue for the trunk of the tree. We're doing that for all of the trees. Now we move on to the final touches, just adding some more shadows and just enhancing all the elements of the painting. So we are done with the painting. Let's remove the tape. Also, I forgot to mention that all the materials used in the painting will be mentioned in the description box. And if you're curious about how I film my videos, all the equipments and the setup, I have a separate video on that, so make sure to watch that. I will link it in the description. So if you enjoyed the tutorial, please like, share and subscribe. Please let me know how it went in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.